it can be helpful to have a way to think through making decisions. Because sometimes when our feeling brain takes over, it can be hard to slow down and think through your decision carefully. I want to show you a step-by-step process that you can practice and become comfortable with, so that when your feeling brain wants to take over and have you act on your emotions, you can think through your decision carefully. I call this ideas for decision making. You all have a handout for this, but we're going to practice this together and we'll write it on the board. So to practice this decision-making process, I want us to use a silly decision first. Imagine that we're trying to get this ball from the ground back up to the desk, but without using our hands. To start, who can tell me, what does the I in ideas stand for?
Identify the problem and goal.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because before we can make a decision about something, we have to know what the problem is. Okay, so what is the problem in this situation?
We need to be able to get the ball onto the table without using our hands.
Right. Problem is, we can't use our hands. So then, if that's the problem, what is our goal?
To be able to get it up there.
Right, we got to get it up to the table. So what does the D stand for?
Develop solutions.
Develop solutions. So in this step, the goal is that we're going to brainstorm a bunch of solutions, even if you think they might not work. So what's a solution that comes to mind?
We could try to kick it, but that would probably bounce off the wall.
All right, well, kick it. All right, well, the goal is we're just trying to come up with as many solutions as we can without judging them. So what are some other solutions people have in mind?
We could try using our elbows to move it.
Elbows. One more.
We could try picking it up with something else, like pencils.
Pencils. Thank you. So what's the next step?
The E, evaluate options.
Yes. So that means we're going to carefully consider each of the options we came up with. We're going to think about what are the pros, the good things, and the cons, the bad things about each solution. Who can tell me a con about kicking the ball?
It could just bounce off.
It might break something.
Okay, what's something good about kicking the ball?
Well, it could be funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Okay, let's go to the elbows solution. What is a con for using our elbows?
It might fall after we put it there.
Could fall, okay.
But we could push it back up with our elbows if it does.
Okay, so a con is that it could fall if we're using our elbows, but I'm hearing that a pro is that we could actually still steady it with our elbows. What's another pro of using our elbows?
Well, you have more control over where it goes with your elbows than with kicking.
Okay, more control. What about our third option, pencils? What's a con of using objects like pencils here?
It might be hard to balance because pencils are really small and pointy, so the ball might slip.
Hard to balance. Okay, can anyone think of a pro?
It might work.
We'd have more control over the ball than we would with kicking.
Okay, now what is the next step?
Act on one solution.
Right, so here we're going to really think about how we evaluated the options. It can be helpful to really look at our pros and cons list. So let's look at the idea of kicking the ball. Raise your hand if you think we should start with that solution first. Okay, how about using our elbows? All right, any votes for using an object like pencils? All right, well, it looks like we're voting on starting with our elbows. So our last step is see if it works. Well, who wants to try? Okay, come on up. All right, come on over here. Give it a shot. Yay, it worked! You did it! So trying it with our elbows worked, but what could we have tried if this didn't work?
Try one of the other ideas?
Exactly. You already did all the careful thinking about other solutions, so you're ready to try something else next.